Waiting for
Hey,
it
you
to
still got
Mhm.
ugly sweaters?
Yeah.
You still have some?
Hmm.
You want to get rid of them?
Hold on. All right. Let me go live. And I think that worked. Here we go.
Que Padre.
All right. All right. All right. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Happy
Who
November.
who's that? Damn.
What's good, man? How are you doing?
Are you on your side? Did you put a filter where you're glitchy, or is it just your thing that's glitching?
Nah, it's probably my thing that's glitchy. I told you something
Okay,
seemed up.
so it is your video is a little backed up.
It's a little
Uh,
laggy, huh? All right, all right. Well,
just a bit,
I'll
but
try to
we'll keep it rolling.
I'll try to work it as we're working here.
It's
But
okay.
either way,
We're good.
welcome everybody to
Yes,
Que
sir.
Padre,
Yes, sir.
fatherhood podcast about Latino fatherhood, fatherhood in general, relationships, mental health, and everything in between. I am one of your hosts, Froy, and we got my boy Chris.
That's right. Chris right here. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up?
Um,
Buenas noches,
First of all,
everybody.
buenas noches, buenas noches. But sorry about last month. I got really, really sick. We were trying to reschedule. Wasn't able to do it. Schedules were a little wild. I just wasn't feeling well. Might hear a little bit of a cough, a little bit from me today still. But we got to keep it going. I felt better, so here we are. Uh, with that, Chris, how are you? I know we had a chance to talk, but what's good with you, man?
Um, well, me physically, I'm good. Everything's good. Obviously working, taking care of the family, the kids when I have them. I'm waiting for next week, bro. To tell you the truth, you know, I'm already tasting the food. Like my son said, he's a daddy, yo quiero jamón. You know.
I'm on.
So yeah, man, that's well, other than your normal stuff, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Family's good. I just kind of I heard a little bit of a bad news today. Um, nobody's sick or anything, but my son's winter basketball league got canceled. So
Got canceled?
yeah, not enough kids signed up.
Mm.
So and Adrian's a little bummed out with that. So, but other than that, we're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. We're gonna probably have to find another league or something just so they can get his workouts in. You know.
Just take him to the
Yeah,
park,
go
bro.
from there.
Hound ball, pick
And,
up.
we need something more formal, more how could I say it? You
Structured?
can learn more structured. Yes.
Nah, man. Sometimes you
See,
just need
no,
to
no,
play, bro. You just need to
no. But
play.
it's not that. It's not that. He needs his he wants to make the team next year. So he needs that. He needs that.
Yeah, bro. But sometimes, hey, you know what? Whatever we did
And
to
there's a
get better,
and there's more for him to learn too. So
yeah. But
that's
but
what he
sometimes
wants.
sometimes you learn by just playing, bro. Just play.
Yeah. Well,
We
he
used to
plays,
go like
but
whenever we're not in season for soccer,
yeah,
we just go play, bro. Go do pickup games. Go do pickup
yeah,
games. Just have fun with it. You start finding a little bit of your own style. You start finding a little bit what other people are doing. You start
yeah.
copying some stuff, and then you pick up stuff there. That stuff's important too. It gives you some creativity. You're not so
Well,
structured too, but
I'll
I
see
do.
on Friday. I'll see on Friday how he feels about it. Because we just found out today. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, dude. I guess only like 12 kids signed up, and
No. No, pues está cabrón.
that's barely for like a team and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah. Well,
something new.
other than that, I mean, again bummed out too because it was gonna. Well, I don't know if Iris, because Iris signed up too.
Yeah.
We were able to convince her, and she signed up too. And she's been practicing at home. She actually has a pretty decent shot, but
For
I don't
basketball, I thought she
know.
was gonna do volleyball.
She did volleyball last summer, but it sucked, bro. It was so unorganized, so many suspended like canceled practices that it literally was a waste of money, you know.
Yeah.
So we're trying to have her do something this winter, because obviously we don't want them just at home. And yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work out. But
Yeah.
we'll see what's up. We'll find something. It's still early.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
We still got the whole rainy season, spring, and all that. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But other than that, dude, it's we're good, keeping the ball rolling. Trying to stay up, trying to stay energized, and doing what we need to do.
Yeah.
Yep. You too? Other than being
For
sick.
me, yeah, other than getting sick, man, trying to get the kids active, yes, sabes, trying to get the kids active, trying to balance work, my marriage, being a dad, keeping the house from, falling apart. Everything,
Mhm.
man, everything. All the stresses that we deal with, just that's what I've been working on, just trying to get things together, making sure that everything is still functioning, the wheels are still turning, and everything is still going the way it should be. So
Correct.
that's the
Correct.
biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I've been kind of dealing with. Sometimes I say it's like that's it, just that. But it's a lot of stuff. So other than that, man, it's good. It's good on my end too. I can't complain. Things can always be worse. And we can
Definitely.
always hope for them to be better. So, yeah. But today, I want to jump right into it because I know we haven't had a call in a while. We got some people watching us on the gram, and I want to make sure that we bring this up. So today's topic is actually a topic that one of our followers brought up. In a nutshell, from the conversation you and I had, is he has his daughter living with him, and
Well,
yeah,
the
let me
main
let you
thing
break it down. Actually, you break
in
it down into the
in
situation.
general, what we're going to talk about is for us dads, parents, or moms as well. If you have an older kid, right, boy or girl, and whether they're 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever it is, and obviously it's that time where you start letting them make their own decisions, test the waters. You start letting them go out, right?
Simon.
Whether with friends, family, or whatever it is. But they're basically on their own, right?
Yeah.
And like our parents would say, my mom would say, you know, uh, te voy a dar la mano, te voy a soltar la rienda, pero no te vas a llevar todo el brazo, don't take advantage of the situation.
Exactly.
So, what would you do if you do give your daughter, your son, or even you got twins, both of them, whatever, triplets, whatever it is, that choice? You know what? I trust you. I'm gonna let you go out to this concert, to this party, go out with your friends, or even the boyfriend or the girlfriend or whatever it is. You can go out. The only thing I require from you is communication, right? We all know what happens at parties, bro. We all know what happens when you go to concerts, this and that. There's always either going to be drinking or there's going to be drugs, right?
Yeah.
So we hope that we have made the right impact to where we can trust our kids, right? Without our supervision, our 24-hour supervision or whatever it is, right? We hope that they have some sense in them where you know what I did drink, or this place was full of smoke, and even though I didn't smoke, I inhaled or whatever it is. I'm not up to par to drive, or
Mhm.
I don't have any money for an Uber. Let me at least communicate with my father or my mother. Hey, I need a ride, or you know what? I can't drive. I can't do. I'm just gonna stay over at so and so's house. I will call you tomorrow, or I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, if any of you parents have ever encountered anything like that, or you yourself when you were first going out,
A mí no me dejaban
did
salir, güey.
did you did you take advantage as soon as your parents let you go? You know,
Yes. Yes, in
you took
short.
advantage more than what you were supposed to.
In short, yes, because it's like I think the biggest thing is, and I think as soon as you turn 18, right? It's the well, I'm 18 now. Hell yeah, I'm my own man. Blah blah blah. Right? You turn
Yeah,
18, and all of a sudden
I'm an adult. You know,
you feel this level of entitlement. Right? I'm 18 now. I can make my own decisions, even though at 18 you're still dumb and you're still gonna make some dumb decisions and you're still learning and you're still not fully matured yet. Right? Um, yeah. I mean, I took advantage of it uh, to a degree. Um, I mean, I was still kind of hanging out with my high school friends, so it wasn't like I was doing anything different than what I had already been doing. It wasn't until I actually got to college um, that I started to I don't want to say experiment, but see other things, other places, newer friends,
but by
different
that time you
experiences and
already had
stuff.
been going out.
Not
You
really, not
already
really, not
no
really. The My going out was, going and playing pool and then coming home. You know, it
on
was
time.
I mean, what was on time? 11?
I don't know.
I don't know,
You tell
11,
me
10,
what was the
11.
curfew that they used to give you?
11 ish,
Okay.
midnight, whatever. And it's just it was just that, and then I started working at a school, so I had a job, I was paying bills, blah blah blah. But I think once I turned what, 20. Yeah, I think when I turned 20, that's when I was um a little bit more staying out later. I was drinking, I was doing whatever I was. And yeah, I would stay out later, me quedaba hasta las 3, 4 de la mañana, just crazy, right? Crazy, crazy stuff.
Is that when I met you when you started working with me?
Yeah, it's when I started working at
Okay.
AT&T slash Singular. And so yeah, so for me, I was balancing school, work, and going out. But, I think I got a little bit of leeway because I was still going to school and I was working. So they would tell me something, but it wasn't like
How was that?
regañada. It was more
How
like,
was that when you would get home the next day, or if you wouldn't get home? Because I remember you used to park in front of the store. You always
Simon.
have
Well,
to that.
you just I would just call mom, let her know, hey, XYZ, I stayed over here, whatever.
Pero
She's like, all right.
si hablabas, si
Sometimes
comunicabas.
sometimes not until the next day.
Okay.
Sometimes not until the next day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I live my life. And yeah, but again, it was I got leeway because of I think because of all the good that I did in high school, and I had built that trust with my parents. And then at the same time, it did get to a point. It did get to a point where I started getting older, where my dad would still have those talks with me and be like, "Hey, aquí no es hotel, aquí no es hotel, no, no, aquí no es para que estés llegando 3, 4 de la mañana." I mean, I remember times I'd get home and my dad's leaving for work. And it's hijo de la chingada, right?
Yeah.
and deja que llega el rato, cabrón, platicamos. And then, I'd be at work and then I never talk to him, whatever. And, but, like, I'd had those experiences too. So I don't want to say that I didn't get the I didn't get um, I didn't get como te diré, curfew. It was, but it was I think it was more lax because of all the things that I was doing. Um
Was
and in
it ever serious? Like
como
serious stuff? Yeah, did you ever get in trouble seriously?
oh yeah.
Like get the quitaran, I don't know, el carro or whatever it was.
No, they
No.
never took the car away. I bought the car myself. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The first car my dad bought. Um, and the second, and every car after that I bought. And then I fixed. I would do my own changes. I was very
Yeah.
independent with a lot of things, so I would take care of a lot of things. Um, and then yeah, man, it was just a little bit of all that. But I would never. It was never like yeah, me estrompaba, pero again, I think where the balance was that I did a lot of other things that like it wasn't just este cabrón nada más sale y viene, no trabaja, no va a la escuela, like it was like, well, he's going to school, no estás fallando la escuela, no estás fallando el trabajo, estás,
Right.
bájale para que descanses, it was more like, hey, yeah, you're older, you're making your decisions, but hey, like, you got to make sure you take care of your job. You got to make sure you take care of school. Like, it was more of that as opposed to, yeah, ya no estés saliendo, like it was never like that.
How'd you take care of your job?
Well, pues, show up, show up and hell or high water. I was
Oh
there
my
at
god.
80%. I was there at 100%. I was there at 50, but I was always there for the most part.
25%, 10%.
Uh, um, so yeah.
Agrees.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what?
Well, I mean, you did what you had to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess in your you should ask that question to your mom, or now that obviously it's 20 years later, put it that way, how did they really feel about you doing all that stuff, or what type of example were you setting for your siblings as well,
Yeah.
since there is a bit of a gap between you guys. Um, For me, bro, I didn't start. I mean, well, even as an adult, bro, my dad has always been not controlling, but he was. Um, he would want to have us on a leash, right?
No, pues sí.
He was always scared that we were gonna veer off into whatever bad stuff, right? And trust me, my parents, to obviously they're past now, but till the day that they passed, they didn't know a lot of the stuff that I ever did, right? Ever did. Um, but when I started going out, I didn't start going out like going out on my own until pretty much I already had my car, which was 19, more or less.
Yeah.
I went out at 17 and 18, pero fucking, my friends had to go pick me up, the ones that had a car, hey, doña, puede, yo me aseguro de que, and they always spoke to my mom, right?
And that's what it is, right?
They always spoke to my mom because, my mom was always more lenient, and my dad would either he'd be at work or he'd get mad at my mom, tú nomás los dejas salir, que eres bien alcahuete, que esto, que el otro, y luego no
Simón.
puedes dormir, and this and that, right? But again, like you, I was going to school. I had my job. I was paying my own car. I was paying my own insurance. I was helping around the house with, you know, when you start right, empiezas con un bill. Empiezas que
Simón.
con la luz o con el cable or whatever it is, right? Paying your own cell phone. So I was doing all that too, same as you, being responsible. I wouldn't miss work. I wouldn't call out. Igual, llegaba al 20%, 30%, whatever it was, but I was there, right? Um, and one of the times that that I did get home late, my dad told me, we did sit down and he spoke to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I know you want to go out. I know you want to party. You want to do this, but you have to be careful about the decisions that you make,
Yeah.
right? You have to be smart about the things that you're doing because this is the beginning of the rest of your life, right?" And yeah, I didn't really get it until like, oh shit, like I started seeing people that I knew from work that, "Oh, bro, I got a DUI last weekend. I got a DUI last week. Where you been?" "Oh, I've been in I was locked up for 3 or 4 days because I got a DUI or whatever it was. Um or bro, what happened? How come you didn't go to work? "Oh, I got fired because they found out that I got arrested and this and that," right? So I started seeing little things like that. And I was like, "Fuck! I don't want to go that route. I don't want to disappoint my parents." Just siempre,
Yeah, that's
every
always
time
a
every time I was close to doing something sketchy. Igual to this point, bro. I have my dad right here. Acuérdate lo que te dije, or he would always do this. ¿Qué te dije? ¿Qué te dije?
dije.
Fuck. And he was one of those where he was on you and on you and on you and on you and on you about the same shit all the time. Right? He knew what he was talking about. He's been around the block a few times. So, sí, güey, así era. And he told me, "Hey, okay, you're gonna be able to go out. You're gonna do this. You're basically doing your own stuff. I can't hold you back anymore, right? But I need you to be home by 2 a.m. all the time." A veces eran las 12, güey. Que a veces a las 12 apenas está empezando el desmadre. ¿Dónde andas? Dad, son las 12. Ok, nada más quería saber que estás bien todavía.
And after they say after las 12 es cuando sale el diablo, las cosas malas pasan.
No, oh, sí, güey. No, no. My dad never brought up religion. My dad never brought up religion, none of that
Ah,
stuff.
we never saw diablos del religion. It was just like, ay, cabrón.
No, I know, but like he never would bring stuff like that up. Ah, y luego me hablaba a la 1:30, no, 1:45. Y
Mhm.
me decía, ¿ya viste qué hora es? En my smart ass, pues sí, por eso ya me voy. ¿Ya?
Y ojo, si dejas las alitas 30 segundos más, se te secan.
Right? Y siempre le decía, hey, my thing was I would have to try to sober up a little bit because I'd have to take my mom to work at 6 in the morning, right? To work. And I would have to sober up. The way that I would buy my dad, I was like, hey, voy a pasar a Jack in the Box antes de llegar a la casa. Ok, pues me traes una Jumbo Jack. Ok.
Oh, that's what your dad would say?
Sí, güey. Me traes una Jumbo. Órale, pues. Y ahí se
You
la
but but
dejaba, güey.
but he probably wouldn't even eat it or anything. Sometimes it was just
No, he
to
would eat it. He would eat it. Se la llevaba al trabajo.
yeah.
Se la llevaba al trabajo.
But,
He would eat.
I think part of that was to make sure that you
No, no, no. Yeah, that
know.
once he noticed the pattern of how and when I was going out, entonces sí, ya. Pero sí me hablaba, güey. Siempre que salía me hablaba. No faltaba la pinche hora que me hablaba, güey. Ya viste qué horas son en my smart ass. Sí, por eso ya me voy. Órale, pues. Órale, pues. Ahí me dejas saber cuando llegues. You know?
So so
And
let
literally
me,
4 hours later, I had to wake up and take my mom todo crudo and shit. My
yeah.
mom would, ¿tomaste? ¿Tomaste? No, ma, ¿cómo no? No estaba apestoso. Nomás que te agarre la policía, Cristian, vas a ver.
Yep.
Nomás que te agarre. Bro, fuck.
Shit.
Knock on
Hey,
wood, bro. Never, 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 never. So,
so yeah. So now let's flip it. Now let's flip it, right? You and I had very similar experiences. For you, your dad would call you. For me, my mom. Um, so now Adrian's getting older, right? Um, Maybe in like 2 years, a lo mejor le va a interesar salir un poco más.
Ah, he's already going out.
No, pues ahí está. But I'm
I'll say
saying,
this, and I don't like it.
you don't
I
like
don't
it?
like it. No, I found out that last week he went. I mean, son saliditas, güey. You know, it's nothing. Oh, nothing late, nothing overnight, nothing like that. He also wouldn't do that either, and
Yeah,
his
where'd he
mom
go?
wouldn't do that. Pero after school, bro, his high school is right across the street from Stonewood Mall, right there in Downey.
Oh, he goes Downey.
Sí, güey.
No, pues sí, that makes sense.
Y ahí está el In and Out también.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, no, exactly what I said.
So, and I didn't find out through him. I found out through his sister.
You went to Ojos Locos or what?
Yeah, that's the other way. Uh, bien que sabes, güey.
Me han dicho.
Uh-huh. Um, his sister, the dad, Adrian went to the mall the other day. Oh yeah, with who? With his friend, one little best friend. For what? I don't know. You need to ask him. So I was like, all right,
Damn, you need to ask
you
him.
know. And those are one of the things that I would love to be considered. At least, hey, Adrian's asking me. He wants to go to the mall with his friend. He wants to walk around, go look at the shoes, go eat, whatever, you know. Um, I don't like it, bro. I really don't. But unfortunately, there are two decision makers in this situation. You know, two decision makers, and there's two people that look at it one way, look at it the other way. Fortunately, my son is he's a good kid. Adrian's a good kid, and he knows the difference between good and bad, and I don't think he would put himself in a situation where he's gonna harm somebody or harm himself, right?
So let me stop you a little bit. Why don't you like it?
Because he's 14.
He's
Did
only
you go
going
out
to
at
the mall.
14? I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'd go to the
Well,
movies. Es más, I would,
Solo,
I would,
solo.
yeah, I would meet my friends at the movies de vez en cuando. De que digas
Not
every
me,
week
bro.
or something like that. No, like I'm gonna go.
No,
I
yeah,
want to
and
go
he
see a
doesn't,
movie.
and he
Nothing
doesn't do it
crazy,
often.
And it was like
Yeah,
during the day. It was nothing at night, during the day,
yeah,
an hour or two, and then a la casa, like it wasn't anything crazy.
yeah. I guess more than anything, because I'm not considered for that decision making. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
guess more than anything. That's all. And also, what I'm seeing is later on. Well, Adrian was able to go out. Why can't I do it? You
Yeah,
know, and not to put as the sexist or anything, but she's a girl. Not that we want things different, but the things are gonna be different. They can't be the same. They just can't. You know.
yeah. Well, that'll
So
be a
those are
bridge
those
to
are
get
those are
across,
some of
right?
the so those are some of the things that I'm just like, okay, I gotta see it. I gotta figure out how to see it and how to react to it and how to ask questions and do this and that. So I asked him, okay, what you do, what you go, what you eat, blah blah blah, this and that. Did you take any
Simon.
money? Well, because he has money. He's been saving his money for the whole year.
Yeah. Now,
You know.
I'm gonna ask some of the guys that are on the chat. I know some of you guys have kids. Some of them are a little younger, but when the time comes
All
and
these
they
fools
want to
have
go out,
young
right? When
kids.
and I say when the time comes because the time will come. How are you gonna handle them going out? Do you think 14 is too young for them to go walk the mall with the Edgars? Do you think 15 is a good age? Do you think they won't go out unless you go with them? Like what do you think? What do you think is appropriate? Um, you know, for me, while we're waiting for some answers over here, is my oldest, she's 5. I'm me falta, right? But I'm just thinking like how is society gonna be in fuck
10
nine, 10
years.
years, right? Is it gonna be something where uh you know obviously I'm hoping that the relationship that we have as she's getting older is strong, and I can trust her to make, like you said, good decisions. Meet friends that are not going to be doing some sketchy stuff.
Yeah,
And yeah, I can trust her to do stuff. Am I going to be protective? Hell yeah. Am I going to be like, well, let's go, right? Let's go. I'll go to
yeah,
the mall with you guys. I won't hang out with you. I'll go. I'll be there too, and just call me when you're done. Maybe I'll be in the vicinity. I won't be around them or lurking or anything. I'll be in the
yeah,
vicinity, and you call me if anything. Um,
yeah.
you know, um, my friend Josh, who's supporting us up from Canada, says he'd be comfortable with 14. Um, and why, Josh? Why is 14 a good age as opposed to 15 or 13?
Damn. Trying to think of how to put it. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a problem with the action of going or who he's going with. The kid he goes with, he's a very good kid, bro. Very very
Yeah,
good kid. His parents are actually more strict than we are with
yeah,
Adrian. So I know the company that he's around is not bad, right? But I also and at the same time, I'm thinking about the positives. Like, okay, I'm always talking crap that a lot of these kids are not street smart, right?
Simon.
So I got to look at that positive. Okay, I guess he's learning how to be a little bit more independent, right?
Yeah,
I'm always trying to. I started young with Adrian on having him, order his food at whatever food establishment we're at. Pick up the food if food has to be picked up. If you wanted ketchup or a straw or napkins or whatever it was, right?
yeah,
Made kind of made them lose that fear of being alone, um, soltándole la rienda, como estaba diciendo, But at the same time, I'm not scared, but I'm weary about them taking advantage of it, right? And how or what are we gonna do about it when that happens? Because the worst thing you could do is not have any repercussions, and if they're anything like us, not that we were disrespectful or anything, but we're gonna take advantage of it, and so are they, right?
yeah.
Oh well, nothing happened. That means it's cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be devil's advocate, and again, I'm doing this for the sake of conversation, right?
Yeah,
Because I feel very similar to what a lot of our papas are here saying, right? Like my brother just said that you know your kid, right? You know how they are, and you got to give them trust, right? You shouldn't feel scared. Or don't doubt them. Trust them. Give them the
yeah,
trust to go out and ensure that they're going to make smart decisions, right? My
yeah,
boy Josh is saying that he knows how his kids are, right? And when he was 14, kind of using his experiences when he was a kid, is that he was able to gain trust from his parents, and he made the right decisions growing up, right? So again, there's always that expectation that you have done a good enough job to educate your kids and prepare them to make the right decisions and to be safe while they're out. But again, let's be devil's advocate. You send them out somewhere and a fight breaks out, or some outside force tries to interfere with them. So you're thinking about like
right.
the safety. So
So we
so how
trust
would
our
you handle
kids,
that?
but it's everybody else that we don't trust, And we talk about it because we've done it. We've done it. You've gotten into scuffles outside of your house, outside of school or in school. So have I. But a lot of these kids nowadays, never.
Yeah.
My son's 14 and he's never been in a fight. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I guess
I mean,
it's
it's great that he hasn't had to do it, but at the same time, like you're saying right now, okay, some
outside
uh,
force.
uh, outside force comes in. Do you know how to defend yourself? Do you know how to, be alert and say, you know what, this ain't for me. Let me walk away. Or you know what? light bulb. I gotta fucking turn this shit on and orale, what's up? You know.
Yeah.
And those are the things I think whether you teach them or you don't teach them is one of those things that you have to talk about it. And you know what, Mijo, you have to be alert when these things can happen because they will happen,
They will happen.
right?
Yeah. Uh
Anything that can happen will happen. We know that. We've fought. We come on, bro.
yeah.
You're about to be 40. I'm 42. It's we've been around. We've seen a lot of things, right? Sometimes stuff that we shouldn't see, but we've done it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure your dad's seen his share of shit. My dad saw his share of stuff, and he would always tell me, yo confío en ti, pero no confío en la gente,
Simon.
you know. Yo sé que tú vas a hacer lo que tienes que hacer, pero la otra persona nada más ponte trucha, mijo, ponte trucha,
And
you know.
I used to always tell my mom, um, déjame aprender. Déjame aprender. Ya sé. Deja que me caiga, deja que me den un ticket, deja que me pase algo y ahí aprendo, right? That was always my thing. And I think that goes back to the whole nature versus nurture, right? Moms are always
Right.
going to have that protectiveness on their children, and not to bash on the moms, because that's their nature. It is what it is. You can't stop that, and it's not bad,
Yeah,
but it's just
yeah.
different. Whereas dads, we wanna let you learn, trial by fire, como dicen, right? Like, go out. All right, you go, súbete, go up. I'm telling you not to, but if you want to go, go. And when you fall, I'm gonna call you out. I'll pick you up, right? My wife gets mad because sometimes I'll tell the kids, andale, right? Vidal right now, he's at the spot where he likes to climb, he likes to test, he likes to push those boundaries. They go,
So that is,
hey, get down. I pull him down. He gets back up. I'm like, all right, súbete pues,
but it's
súbete.
a situation where she doesn't understand because it's a boy thing.
It's a boy thing. No, well, not just a boy. Emilia does it too.
It, but it's a boy. She didn't. Well, I see it too, bro. I saw it too with my son and his mom. También they were never around boys. So ella también decía, don't rough him up. Why are you teaching him to be rough? I go, because he's a boy. And not only because he's a boy, I want him to understand that there's going to be other kids that are going to test him. You
Yeah,
know, there's going to be other girls that are going to test him too. Other older kids,
yeah,
you know? And it didn't, honestly, bro, it took many years for that lesson to come into play. That lesson didn't come into play for my son until this past basketball season. He was in a team where they were all fresh, literally eighth graders going into freshman year. But the rest of the teams, the other ones, the rest of the league, they were literally already high schoolers, juniors and seniors. It was a league that was 14 and up. So even 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds were able to play.
yeah.
Y ya uno de 18 años ya tiene cuerpo de hombre, güey.
Oh, pues sí.
So he was playing with guys that were bigger, and I told him, I go, mijo, you're gonna be playing with some of these guys are pretty much men already. I go, you have to step up, use your size, use your strength accordingly to however you have to defend yourself. Don't let yourself be pushed around.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it until it actually came in effect with some kid that was a little bit bigger than him, started wanting to push him around. Y yo creo una no se aguantó Adrián and gave him one of those elbow shoves, and the kid was like, uh-huh.
That's the way it works, man.
And Adrian right away looks at me, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
keep on doing it.
That's that
Dad,
happens.
Dad, it worked. You're right. These guys were way bigger and heavier and this and that, but I was able to hold my own. I go, you're welcome, but this is how it's gonna be pretty much the rest of your life. There's always gonna be somebody bigger and stronger than you. You got to use your head and whatever you have with you, to either gain advantage or defend yourself, right? Uh, There's gonna be a day that you might have to defend your sister too. You
Yeah.
know, there's gonna be a day that you might have to defend your mom.
You never know.
Or yourself. Just my job is to teach you to be ready for that situation.
Yeah. And
And
what best way? Go ahead.
like I said, it's not that I don't trust my son. I trust him, and I trust him a lot. I just don't trust the situations, and I don't trust where he's at, which is the mall, right?
Yeah.
A lot of stupid shit can happen at a mall.
A lot of stupid shit.
And more than anything, and I know my situation is different than everybody else, maybe, but obviously, what affects, uh, obviously, I wasn't part of the decision, but it's okay. We spoke. He told me this and that, and everything's cool, And that's all I tell him. All I want is a little bit of communication. Just imagine something happens, Mijo. I don't know what the hell or where you're at. You know.
Yeah. So to piggyback on what we were talking about earlier, right? How a lot of kids aren't street smart nowadays. Shit. A lot of teenagers, from what I've gathered, they don't even want to drive, which is nuts. It's unbelievable to me. Like
Really?
I couldn't. Bro, I
Where'd you
was
see this?
I was dumbfounded. Just the experience that I do when I used to work at the retail stores. I had employees that didn't drive, and I was like, "What? Why? I don't want to." What? Like, what the hell, dude? It's crazy. I don't know. It was the weirdest fucking thing. But anyway,
Do you think in that situation it depends on the obviously it depends on us the parents that are that now we are willing to basically take them anywhere and everywhere,
maybe I don't know. It's just weird.
you
It
know?
was it
Because
was
back
weird.
then they dad me llevas está loco, que me va a pagar la gas,
Yeah. Now it's
you
like
know?
you want to
¿Hasta
protect them a little bit
dónde?
more. So now
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'll take you. I'll take you. Yeah, I guess maybe. But what I was gonna get at is what better way to make your kids street smart than to let them go, let
Yeah,
them
yeah,
go and check it out, right?
throw 'em in the lion's den. Yeah, yeah,
You
you're
know what I
right.
mean? Like, that's the only way to learn. That's the only way to figure
Bro,
it out, right?
look, you remember Martin, right? He just
Of
said his
course.
son's 18, and I think his son is already in out to college too. I think from what I've seen, and his son's 18 and is barely wanting to drive.
True.
And and to piggyback, bro, guess who's driving already?
And Adrian?
Yeah,
Hey, there you go. Pretty
I've
soon he's
already
gonna want a
taken him.
car.
He already has his list, bro.
He wants to go cruising,
He already has his list. He already takes his mom takes him out, and then obviously
trying
I
to go
take
to
him out.
Sunset and
I take him
cruise.
out. No,
He wants to do street
it,
racing. He wants some LED
it's
lights.
no.
He wants a
Yeah.
hatchback. Dad, I want a hatchback.
No, no,
Like, you
no,
used to have
no,
one. How
man,
come I
no,
can't have
no.
one?
These, these kids,
I just learned how to double clutch, Dad. What the
right?
hell?
No, 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 no. Let's not get into that.
Dad,
Nah.
it's not even like Fast and the Furious, Dad. I'm better. Like,
That's what I'm
chill.
telling you, bro. That's not that doesn't scare me, but it concerns me. I'm like, fuck, man. Knowing what we did, right? Knowing all that shit that happened and all that stuff, dumb stuff that continues to happen, all these takeovers and all this dumb stuff. Uh, Fuck, man. I guess it's in a situation where you hope you did enough to guide your children into the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can hope for, man. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, is you just gonna um you gotta hope and be confident that you did a good job, you know? Or, you did the best that you could with what you have. And it is what it is. You gotta let it ride.
I, I don't like that saying, bro. I
I
really
know. And
don't.
that's why I
I
said it.
fucking hate it.
And that's why I said
I
it.
really hate it. I really hate it because I don't want to have that excuse.
Well, it's not an
Oh,
excuse. It's not an excuse. It's just the reality. You can't do any
uh,
better with what you don't know.
uh,
And when you know better, you do better. I mean, it's just a plain fact. It's not an
Is that just
excuse.
is that just another word for ignorance?
I mean, sure, yeah. Ignorance doesn't have to be negative. It just has to be that you don't know,
Oh my god! Yeah.
right?
Mm.
It's life. That's what Julio says. It's life, right?
Come and
So,
talk to me when what is his name?
who?
When Julio Jr. is 14 and 15. En
Yeah,
sea,
you know what?
quiero ir a ver a Julián Jr. Jr.
We're gonna be at El Malecón, Dad.
Quiero ir a la. I don't think that shit exists no more, bro.
I don't fucking know, bro. Oh, no,
Quiero
no. En
ir a
Lakewood, no, ya lo cerraron.
quiero ir
That used to be the hop.
a Picolandia, güey.
A Pico, yeah, voy a Pico Rivera, voy a ir a los toros, Dad.
Se llama Picolandia, güey.
Picolandia. That's what they
Sí,
call it.
güey. Yeah.
No, Pico Rivera, Sports Arena. Pinche
Sí.
tierrero, güey. La primera vez que fui.
Yeah.
Madre.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, I went with Vero. Es más. Me and Vero went for a fucking. We went to go see Banda Limón. Nah. Pa' que veas, güey, hasta
Pero
se-
listens banda? Did she listens to banda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, man, it's a part of life, and I think that's one of the hardest things that the hardest things that you hit when you get older, right? Is
Yeah.
uh is wanting to let not wanting to, but needing
Having to.
to having to let go, yeah. Soltar la rienda poquito, right? Because yeah, once they hit 18, you know, yeah, I mean you can only uh you can
Hope for the best.
only hope for the best. You can only
There you go. Pico Kios.
um you can only hope for the best, bro. Right? You did your job. You should be happy that you did your job. So
I do. I'm like I said. I'm very proud of my kids. That que no son peleoneros tampoco. You know, they're not that fucking. They're not those kids with those silver teeth always looking for a fight or anything like that. You know.
yeah, Julio was a silver
Um,
tooth kid.
I can see it. I can see it. Pero you also want them again. You also want to know that they can hold their own.
Yeah.
So
I, thankfully I'm not worried for Vidal.
not yet,
Fuck, bro. Ese cabrón. He- bro, he
bro.
he
They what? Look,
he
they
hit 7
say.
kids, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, wait. I was at the airport and they had a pinchy. They have a
dicen.
little, a little, a little like playground for the kids at the airport, which is dope.
Yeah,
This motherfucker was pushing kids out the way. If they,
quite güey.
like, he was going down the slide, and if a kid was at the
Quítate,
bottom,
güey.
lo empujaba, güey. Le jalaba el pelo, lo
Y,
quitaba la chingada, güey.
y está chiquito,
Fuck.
eh.
Y, güey. Y tenía un año, güey, año y medio. I'm like, fuck. And I'm over here, like, grabbing him, like, no, 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 no. I'm sorry, senora. Fucking apologizing. Fuck, this was taking toys and shit. I was like,
Toys that
man.
weren't even his.
Yeah, bro. And then he grabs them and he goes, mine, mine. No, wait, no son tuyos. Then like give it back, right? And then but then at the same time, I wrestle with him a lot. So probably
That's
that fucked
fine.
him up.
That's just it's just being a boy, bro. It's just him being a boy. That's all.
Su puta
That's
madre.
no problem, bro. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things. Es como decía mamá, güey. Con uno de los hijos la vas a pagar. Todas las que hiciste, la vas a pagar con uno de tus hijos.
Ese
You
dicho
know.
que you don't
That
want to hear, but it's like fuck, man.
my brother, bro, with me and with his youngest one. The youngest one is literally a fucking carbon copy of him, bro. Pero es o más desmadre de lo que era él, güey. Hijo de su madre. I see him and I see my little brother, right? I see my brother and him. And I'm just like, and I would look at him. It's like I'm looking at my brother when he was little, and igual las mismas chingaderas que hacía él, lo hace él, you know. Obviously, with us, everything was in Spanish, but it's still the same thing. You know, your dad used to do all that stuff. Really? How was dad when he was little? Just like
Like
him,
you?
just like you, but lighter. Really? Pero así es, güey. It's it's tough to think that I'm closer to that stage of where, ahí se vienen otras preocupaciones,
Yeah.
Oh, like it's a double-edged sword, You're happy that your kids were able to make it to that stage, and obviously hope for more. But at the same time, I look at pictures when they were little, and you get nostalgic and like, when I wish they were that little. Or I hear videos of Adrian talking when he was little, and ya no tiene esa voz, güey, and it's something that's not gonna happen again, never again, Maybe until he has kids and they're a carbon copy of him, and oh shit, there's little Adrian again. And you've seen him grow. You've seen him grow since he was very, very little. So you've also seen the difference of him. You watched him grow, and big difference, bro. Huge difference. Now we're talking about that. I do so many curls, and I do so many sit-ups, and fucking look at my biceps. I'm like 4% fat. Y que quién sabe qué esto, and that I need to go to the store to go buy some protein, and I'm
What
trying
kind
to
of
take.
protein is he taking?
I'm not sure. It's the one that's at Sam's Club. It's
Sh-
he buys
Uh,
the ready made one. The drinks already made.
tell him to message me. I'll send him a couple that are good.
All right. Yeah,
They're good, and they're natural. They have like good. They have good ingredients too.
he's all into fitness right now, and trying to look. I don't know why. He's trying to look good, right?
No
And I get
way.
it. I get
El
it. We were all in that
vato.
stage.
Shit.
No, bro, but it's like it fucking sucks, bro, because he comes, he's already taking like 3 or 4 of my good pairs of shoes, right? He's fucking already ran through my fucking collection of colognes and shit, you know?
Déjalo.
Like, I'm like, vato, ¿yo qué voy a usar, güey? You know?
Guárdate uno nada más.
Dad, well, that's basically all I got left, you know? Siempre que viene, oh, this smells good. Hey, just 1 or 2 sprays. You don't need to spray
Like
the
that.
whole fucking room.
You ever seen that video where they prank that one fool that used to always take all the cologne? They put
Yeah.
Clorox in the thing y tiene manchas, güey. Oh, damn.
Hasta las verijas se ponía.
Simone. But anyway, Chris, let me segue into this. I think it's a good time for us to segue into this right here. What are we thankful for? This is November. It is I'm frozen right now, but I promise I'm talking.
I was like, why are you looking at me like that?
I think it's appropriate for us to we're getting to the end here, but I want to at least touch on that because it's been a long year. It's been it's been a year, and
It's been a short year, bro.
so
You still
what
frozen?
are you thankful for, bro?
I'm thankful for many things, bro. Um, Before I get to the personal stuff, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that uh I'm thankful that we've been able to keep this friendship for fuck it's other well, I have other friends, but like that mean what you mean to me, bro. You enjoy, basically. You enjoy, bro. You're probably the second oldest as far as time friend that I have, you know. Um I was in my early 20s. You were barely gonna be 20, I think, or 21, something
I
like
was barely
that.
gonna be 21. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're I'm in my 40s. You're about to be in your 40s, so I'm very thankful for you. I'm very thankful for the friendship that we've had. I'm thankful that I was able to meet people through you as well. Like your brother, your family. Your family has been very, 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 very good to me. Your brother has been another friendship that obviously I have tried to take care of because you guys mean a lot to me. So um, other than that, I'm thankful for my homie Joey too. If he's watching or listening, he'll see it. He knows we talk almost pretty much every day, and thankful for my sister. My sister has been a humongous help in me trying to get better at life, at being a parent, at coping with certain personal situations. I'm thankful for my kids. You know, um, I'm thankful that they're healthy. I'm thankful that they're doing good in school. I'm thankful that they're active. I'm also I think a certain person that I'm also thankful, even, and it's gonna probably be surprising to you guys, but I'm thankful because we've come a long way from where we were to where we can get along, we can make decisions together, we can talk without any feud or anything like that. I'm also thankful for uh, my kid's mother. That she's been able to pretty much take care of the fort, with the kids, and she's also done a great job at it, so and I'm also thankful to myself that I've been able to listen, learn, um being able to do changes that I had to do for me, for my kids, and for my future, and I'm thankful to God too. That is, He allows me to wake up every single day and do what I have to do to make things work. No,
Dope.
that's it.
It's good, man. It's always good to reflect. I think uh, Thanksgiving has become one of those holidays that's, you know, uh, obviously, yeah, you're thankful. You want to say a happy Thanksgiving and or happy indigenous Remembrance Day, or whatever you want to call it nowadays. Um, Obviously, as you get more woke or you get older or whatever you want to call it, right? Um, but it's still a good time to be thankful. For myself, I am thankful. Um, Obviously for the opportunity to have this platform for you to be on here and constantly reminding me that we need to keep going. I've found myself thinking about how can we make it better, how can we change things, how can we improve. um you know I get a lot of recommendations from friends. I get a lot of, you should do this, you should do that. And it's easy to say things, but then implementing and doing things is the thing, right?
Right.
Um, I'm thankful for my family. My wife is definitely definitely a pillar in my life. I think if it wasn't for her, my life would probably be in a way different place right now. Um, who knows what I'd be doing. Um, so I'm really, yeah, I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for having my kids and being able to be a papa. They teach me something new every day. They keep me on my toes. They keep me busy. They make me want to be fit and be better every day. Thankful for my now extended family, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. Because there's times where you need to kind of go back the family you came from to remind you who you are a little bit, because de ahí saliste, right? And so it's always a breath of fresh air to hang out with my family, and being able to talk to them, and just be. um so I know Julio's on here. I appreciate you, brother. I love you. And I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful for you being as involved in my life as you are. And I hope that we can stay connected, and keep growing together as we get older. Um, but yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I'm just thankful for everybody that I have in my life. People come and go. People come in your life for a little bit. People sometimes stay in your life for however long, and I think that's one of those things that I've grown to learn, that sometimes we get friends that come in and stay in our lives, like you, like the homie Jesse. Then there are friends that come and go, right? They're here for what looks like 7 years is what the rule is. After 7 years, you tend to kind of flip flop friends. Your life changes in that time. So yeah, man, I'm just happy. I'm happy. This has been it's been a good year, just because I was able to spend the time with my family. So can't ask for anything else. Um, but yeah, but with that, Chris, I got nothing else. Do you got any last words, any last comments for our audience, our people out there?
No, just I would want to hear if anybody would comment on either YouTube or Instagram or whatever, wherever we post up. Um, what they think about the topic, if they're going through something like that, or if they have gone through it, or what did they do when they were doing it. And again, um, I'm just glad to be back, bro. Me. I'm always this is kind of like golf. It's a little bit of therapy for us to talk about whatever situations we're going through or not, and get to talk to some people. Hopefully, we can grow this more and more and more and more and more and more. So again, if anybody has any concerns, any topics you guys want to talk about, if you want to join us, um, everybody is welcome.
Absolutely. And I'm hoping that Opus Clip, or whatever the hell we're using now, helps us clip that so that we can post it. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that'll do it for us. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and being part of the conversation today. Um, and I look forward to meeting with you guys for the last one of the year next month. Keep
Yeah,
you posted.
yeah. We'll send something out. Hey, Joe, and anytime you want to get on, bro, it doesn't matter. Just let us know that you want to jump on, or if you have a topic you want to talk about it, bro. Just send me a DM either to my personal or the Que Padre one, and
We'll set it
yeah, we'll
up.
talk about it. Um, so we are just to let everybody know, we are changing our podcast date to the third Wednesday of the month, not the last Tuesday that it originally was. So now is the third Wednesday at 9 p.m. every single month. We're gonna try to have another one, but obviously it depends on our schedules and how that goes. And obviously on you guys too, if you guys wanna see us or hear us more. Um, but yeah, we would love to. If you guys have any topics or whatever, anything you guys want to talk about, we might talk about sports next time. I don't know. Since Raiders and the Cowboys are doing very well this year, that's something that we don't want to talk about. But yeah, but we're still Dodger fans, so
Yeah, buddy.
that's still up there. But yeah, other than that, bro, no, I that's it. That's all I
That's
got. I'm
it.
thankful for everything. I'm thankful for everybody. Yeah, I'll share all the platforms, bro. I got TikTok. We got Instagram. We got freaking Spotify. We got Facebook. So yeah, we'll do it.
Sweet. Cool.
So
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all, and you guys
and
have
just to make your brother happy, just to end this very very well. I can't run or jump right now, but I'll do a little. Swoo.
I'm gonna edit that out later. All
You can't.
right.
I do the editing.
Hey,
All
night,
right,
everybody.
bro. Good night.
Que Padre.
I don't know if you see it, but your brother is always sending me fucking messy shit and Barcelona shit. And so we have this little thing, man.